Well, this is what the population have been waiting to hear. The UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson detailing his plan, his so-called roadmap to take England at least out of lockdown and towards some kind of normal. And things are going to start shifting in 2 weeks' time. On March the 8th, when schools return, all school children will be heading back to education settings, though older pupils, secondary school pupils, will be subjected to twice weekly testing. Clubs and recreational activities for children will also recommence to allow parents to get back to work. 3 weeks later, on the 29th of March, that's when things will start feeling a bit different for adults at least. The rule of 6, which was brought in previous lockdowns, will return. So up to 6 people will be allowed to socialise outside in public spaces or private gardens. Then 5 weeks later, no earlier than April the 12th, we are told, non-essential retail, things like hairdressers will start to reopen, as well as pubs and restaurants with outdoor spaces. 5 weeks after that, you're starting to sense a bit of a pattern there. No earlier than the 17th of May, indoor mixing will then be allowed. So households can mix inside from then, they say. And other indoor venues, including cinemas, theatres, concert halls, even indoor play areas, will also reopen as well. And the final hurdle, Boris Johnson says, will be around June the 21st. That's when he hopes to reopen the remaining parts of the economy, the likes of nightclubs that have been shut since the start of that very first lockdown almost a year ago now. And also he hopes to relieve other social restrictions as well. Now, this plan is a long running plan. It's slow, it's cautious, but that, Boris Johnson says, is the fastest the country can move without risking a further lockdown. He said he hopes this is an irreversible way to reclaim freedoms. But there are some caveats. Of course, travel bans will remain until at least the 17th of May, we're told. So international travel will not resume until at least then. There's also that work from home order that still remains for people to continue working from home where possible. And of course, with every step that is taken, data will be assessed really carefully to make sure that there isn't a boost in COVID-19 infections that cannot be handled by the NHS. That data will be examined, and they're not ruling out the government any further restrictions, targeted restrictions being brought in if new variants, for example, are found in certain parts of the country. Makin-Isherwood, SABC News, London.